Hey YouTube, this is Mixie Tarot. So I wanted to come and do a video on another Chinese citizen journalist who's turned up missing. His name is Fang Ben. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Fang Ben. If some of you don't know, I did do a video on Chen Kui Shi. I know I'm saying his last name wrong. I think it's Shoshi. I did a video on him, so if anybody's interested, you're more than welcome to watch that video as well. When I was trying to tune in on Fang Ben, who is a citizen journalist, I think he was a businessman before he turned citizen journalist. One of the things that I saw was him looking healthy and then becoming almost skeletal, like he's being starved, he's emaciated, his jaws are sunken in, I could see his rib cage through his clothes. That's the first image that I got. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start a reading on him to see what I can pick up on. I'm going to be using the New Era Elements Tarot. I'm going to use the Next World Tarot and also the Mixed Emotions deck. I think I'm going to start off with the Next World Tarot. God, thank you for always protecting us. Thank you, God, for loving us unconditionally. I'm asking your permission to bring forth any messages regarding Fang Ben. Fang Ben, the missing Chinese citizen journalist. Fang Ben, can you bring forth any messages regarding Fang Ben? Any messages that we can get out regarding Fang Ben? Saint Michael, Saint Gabriel, Saint Raphael, Saint Metatron, protect me. Protect all the watchers. Build us in love and light and golden light. Fang Ben. While you're shuffling, I can tell you I'm getting an image of a lantern. I don't know what that means. It's dark and there's a lantern. It feels wet wherever that lantern is. It feels damp. It feels wet. Angels, can you bring forth any messages regarding Fang Ben? Any messages regarding Fang Ben? Fang Ben? Fang Ben? Fang Ben? Fang Ben? Fang Ben. 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 The first card that came out was Justice, and it's in reverse. I don't usually read these cards in reverse, but in this particular case, I will, only because I feel that it's right. There's no justice in this situation. There's no justice in that the people are not allowed to speak out on what they see and how they feel. You have protesters in this particular card. There's a woman with a sign that says, "Stop killing us." I'll show you guys the card. Excuse my nails. And I got it in the reverse position. So that's the first card out. Okay, the next card I have out is the Two of Swords. And what I find interesting is that just like with Chen Kui Shi, water is a very prominent element in this particular card. If you look in the background, this person is sitting on a stool, but there's water. Of course, he's near the ocean somewhere. He's being protected. So there is I'm going to let you look at the card, the Two of Swords. In most decks, the Two of Swords, a lot of people interpret it as having to make a choice, having to make a decision. And that could be the case here as well. If he is alive and imprisoned, they may be giving him the option to stop talking and go about his life. Or if he chooses to continue to be a citizen journalist, reporter, he can stay where he is. In the right-hand corner, you see protection. I do believe that his guardians are with him. God is with him. He is being protected, spiritually protected. Look in the background. I'm going to bring this closer. There's a city back there, and you see that it's like mountains. It's near the water, and they're like power lines in the back. Okay. Okay, so he's going to be, wherever he is, he's going to end up back with his family. He's going to be set free. I have the Seven of Swords here. And if you look in the background, it looks like a prison or a city or town or something. And at the bottom right corner, it says escape. So he is going to be released from wherever he is if he's being held. The next card out is the Five of Wands, strife, which, which talks about struggle. We have here a biohazard box on a shelf. We have what looks like marijuana. We have, I don't know, this looks like I don't know what that is. We have, yeah, this is marijuana. We have marijuana plants. We have an axe. We have a jar that says free condoms. A lot of the things in this picture that maybe people would consider unlawful, would consider to be going against morality. Whatever, however you want to interpret the card, that's my interpretation. I'm going to show you the card. So having to fight against the structure and what people deem to be the right way to live your life. Like, let's say you were a staunch Catholic, or you're very much into church, a fundamentalist, however you want to put it, and you don't believe in sex before marriage. You would be very upset if someone had a jar on their shelf that said free condoms. Why? Practice the rhythm method. You should be married anyway. Or people who are against smoking marijuana, they think that it's a bad thing. I'm only pointing those things out to kind of show you that if a government or if the government or the laws that be deem that what you are doing goes against their beliefs or their structure, you will struggle because of it. There will be some strife. The next card out is the Page of Pentacles. With this particular card, it says the Home of Ideas. So it could be that if Fang Ben is released, and he can't be a citizen journalist anymore. He will find other ways to get his message out. This is the card. The next card we have is Temperance. Temperance. So for those of you who may not know some of the rituals that are in the hood, if you've ever seen some of the African American movies where the person pours a little bit out from the alcohol bottle, the beer, whatever, the 40 for the homies, that's for all the people that have actually gone before them, just honoring them. I think that's what this card is about, honoring all of the other citizen journalists who've gone missing or who were brave enough to speak out before Fang Ben. Here's what I'm thinking with this card. It's the Chariot card, and here you see this clearly wealthy woman who has 2 elephants as pets. And in the background, you have this futuristic neighborhood that kind of looks run down, yet she is privileged. This is what I'm thinking. Because of the position that Fang Ben may have had in society before he became a citizen journalist, the money as a businessman, it may be the one thing that's protecting him. It may be that his connections with other people, with lawyers, with government officials, whatever his connections were before he became a citizen journalist, may be the very thing that saves him. I got the 8 of Pentacles, creation. So in this particular card, you'll see 2 people and there's tons of papers behind them. I believe that Fang Ben is writing. If he's not writing now, when he gets out of this situation, he's going to write. He's going to either continue being a journalist, he's either going to come out with a book, something to do with writing, or like Chen Kuei-shi, he has journals. Again, he is very in tune with his emotions, and he believes in the cause of bringing to the people and the world what's happening in China. I think he's going to continue with exposing his beliefs, ideas to the world, as well as his people, the Chinese people. He's going to continue to express himself. I'm getting that with this card. I don't think they can silence him. The next card that I have out, I wasn't expecting to get. Now, this could mean a new beginning, but it could also mean exactly what it says. I'm going to lean towards the positive in that it means a new beginning. So I'm hoping that he chooses an acceptable route to express himself, because that's what's going to save his life. If he continues on the path that he is going, it could cost him his life. All of this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not saying that anything is concrete. This is what's happening. It's just my interpretation of the cards. So the next deck I'm going to use is the New Era Elements Tarot. Okay, so I got equilibrium, illusion, grief, the Tower, and conflict. Okay, so I'm going to tell you with these cards that anything that's being presented anything that's being presented from the news media, from the media, anything that's coming from some sort of governmental source regarding Fang Ben, it's an illusion. They're trying to make it seem like there is balance, equality. They're trying to make it seem like everything is okay. It's an illusion. With this card, the grief card, I'm getting a couple of things. Of course, grief from the family, grief from him, but he could also be being drugged the way that I saw Chen Kuei-shi being drugged. The next card is the Tower and conflict. The Tower is destruction, things falling apart. Conflict is a contradiction of equilibrium. When things are balanced, good and bad, however you want to put it, yin and yang, when things are in balance, they work better. When things are out of balance, there's conflict. This is what's really going on. Fighting against something, fighting to have the freedom of speech, fighting to have just freedom. The Chinese people are going up against I don't know how to put it. They're trying to make it seem like this, but it's really an illusion. And this is what's really going on. And this. Let's do some mixed emotions. Angels, can you show me how Fang Ben is feeling? Can you show me how Fang Ben is feeling? Can you show me how Fang Ben is feeling? Yeah, they're gonna free him. I can hear him. So they're going to free him. He's gonna go back to his family. I'm not sure if he has a wife and child or children. And with this card, when I touched it, I feel like he was saying, you know, I was curious. I wanted to see what was going on. I'm not going against the Chinese government. I'm not saying anything to degrade the Chinese government. He's a very smart man. He's a negotiator. He's a businessman. He's a negotiator. But the very first card that came out was free, so he will probably end up with his family very soon. Okay, that's my read on Fang Ben. I'd like to say that Godspeed with any citizen journalists out there who are reporting about the things that you are actually seeing. I ask that God protect all of you and protect your families, that you will remain safe and your lives will not be in jeopardy. So Godspeed to you. All my love. Bye-bye. Mixie Tarot out.